morning. We're going to be heading into the lavender fields to get some cuttings for propagation. So let's go get started. You can propagate with any kind of lavender, anything that you have growing in the garden. And what we are looking for are nice, healthy branches that do not yet have the flowers. So we're going to get a nice branch that does not have a flower on it, something like this. So you want to get a few cuttings. Same instance, we're going to look for about a 4 to 5 inch cutting of the branch, again without a flower on it. A lot of folks wonder when the best time to propagate lavender would be. We recommend springtime. That is when there is enough moisture and humidity in the air. To recap, I've got cuttings of the 3 main types of lavender. There are over 40 different cultivars and 200 different species of lavender out there in the world, but we are starting with 3 of the basics. So we have again our Spanish lavender, the silver anook. We have the sweet English lavender stems here in the middle. And last but not least, our beautiful French lavender stems here. Okay, now that we have our cuttings, we're going to take you next to our nursery to propagate these cuttings and get them ready for planting. You're going to want to fill your starter trays with some potting soil. We have our rooting hormone. You can use any brand. This is available at most nurseries and hardware stores. To reiterate, we want to take our stem, our cutting, and from the bottom, in the opposite motion with your fingers, we're going to pull down and strip the lower leaves off, just like so. This is what we want. So all of these nodules where we strip the leaves off, these are going to be our new rooting points. So that's how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and strip all of these stems in the same manner. And the next step is the easiest step of all. You're going to take your stem, dip it right into the powder, and it comes out coated like this on all sides. Tap off any excess, and we are going to insert it just like that. So we are going to water our lavender starch. We just want to saturate all of the soil. And what we're going to want to do is water these every few days to make sure that they stay moist. You don't really want to let them dry out when they are in this rooting stage. You want to give them a lot of moisture to establish themselves. Okay, and I'm just going to tuck these in. Again, make sure that they are nice and snug. Sometimes the watering can disrupt the soil. What? Here we have some of our more mature plants that are over 3 months old. And you're going to want to verify the root ball is nice and healthy, filled out all the way to the edges. This is definitely ready to go into a larger pot or directly into the ground. So we are ready to plant this one here. We're going to take this out of its casing. I've prepared a larger pot. You want about double the size of your current root ball. And we're going to gently place this in here and top it off with some more soil. Lightly tamp that down to secure it and make sure there's good contact. And last but not least, water. And there we have your lavender plant. Well, thank you so much for joining us on how to propagate lavender cuttings. You can do this with rosemary and other plants too in your garden. So signing off, happy gardening and aloha.